Looking beyond seizures, research is showing that poor mental health has a bigger impact than seizures on quality of life. For young adults living with epilepsy, the numbers are shocking. Up to 50% experience depression, about 40% struggle with anxiety, and over 1 in 3 live with both. That's more than twice the rate of the general population. The people most impacted by epilepsy are those who lack social support, not because of poorly controlled seizures. Research supports that when we build community, things change. That's why Yahweh exists. We listen, we lift, we remind them, you do not have to go through this alone.
At Young Adults with Epilepsy, our mission is to foster resilience and independence in young adults with epilepsy. Through education, empowerment, and sustained support, we aim to transform lives by facilitating access to resources, promoting awareness, and creating a nurturing community that embraces diversity and inclusivity.
We host peer support groups across multiple time zones and in multiple languages. 93% of survey respondents are satisfied with our peer support group. 82% of survey respondents feel more confident after attending the peer support group. 91% of survey respondents felt that attending the group made them feel understood and heard.
With 10 educational workshops facilitated and counting, we have provided young adults with essential knowledge, tools, and confidence to navigate a full life living with epilepsy.
By employing people affected by epilepsy, we are ensuring that decisions are informed by personal experience and empathy. We have reinvented the workplace by accommodating the needs of our community. We provide remote jobs with flexible hours, provide cross-training for added flexibility, and pay a competitive, dignified wage. Currently, the unemployment rate for people with epilepsy in the United States ranges between 25% and 69%, often due to employer reluctance stemming from misconceptions about the condition. This is up to 17 times higher than the general population.
Voices elevated in local schools and state legislature, and the recent support of Congressman Jimmy Panetta joining Bipartisan Epilepsy Caucus. Monterey County Supervisor Wendy Rudescu shares, "I was touched by epilepsy through my friend Kelly Mayon, a vibrant young woman who passed too soon. She was proud to attend Monterey's first Walk for Epilepsy. Her spirit lives on in Yahweh's work to build community and support mental health for young adults."
We also host the Carpe Season podcast, a podcast by a young adult with epilepsy for young adults with epilepsy. We just wrapped up our season 1, and we're in the top 20% of video podcasts on Spotify. We have over 1,000 listeners from 30 different countries.
A community, a family, a future for those who have ever felt alone.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie. I am 20 years old and I have epilepsy. I've been attending Young Adult with Epilepsy's workshops for over a year now, and the community I found and the confidence I've built in myself is unreal. Previously, I didn't know anyone who had epilepsy, and now I have friends on all my social media platforms who have epilepsy and who inspire me and I can reach out to and connect with when I'm struggling. And epilepsy also used to be something that I was really nervous to talk about and ashamed to admit to other people, and through the conversations that I've had in young adults with epilepsy spaces, I have learned that it's not something to be ashamed about, and I felt really empowered to navigate life as a young adult in college with epilepsy. I cannot recommend going to Young Adults with Epilepsy's events enough. The entire team is so wonderful, and you'll be bringing in a really positive support group into your life.
Yahweh has nurtured a free, supportive space for thousands of young adults with epilepsy. Yahweh is revolutionizing what mental health support for young adults with epilepsy can look like, and in turn has improved the quality of life for many young adults affected by epilepsy. Yahweh's services have dismantled the stigma around epilepsy and mental health, creating a safe and inclusive community, one that I get to see our impact on daily.
Yahweh has always been about community first and foremost, about giving people with epilepsy a voice to feel seen and be heard. As an organization, Yahweh breaks down barriers to communication and disclosure of epilepsy and opens up avenues of educational, conversational, and constructive discussion so that young adults living with this condition can more successfully navigate life and build healthier habits.
Young Adults with Epilepsy is deeply grateful for EWA's support throughout this year. We have been able to help so many young adults with epilepsy whose lives have been changed for the better. Our impact has spread across platforms, allowing us to reach even more young adults this coming year. You have provided hundreds of young adults with epilepsy resources, and we cannot thank you enough for the impact you have allowed us to make here at Young Adults with Epilepsy.